Hi everyone and welcome to the Cognitive Recalibration Podcast. As always, I'm your host Shravan. We got Taran here with us.
Hey everyone.
Happy New Year. Happy 2020 to everyone. We're back and we're going to talk about a little bit about 2019 and how it fared in terms of movies. We'll talk a bit about TV shows as well. And then we're going to look forward into 2020 and we've got some predictions as well.
Because we're so good at predicting stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I am.
Well, we're going to look back at what we did last year. We did predictions for the first time last year. We're going to see how well we fared. Are you excited for this episode? This is one of my favorite episodes of the year.
I'm not really excited for anything.
Is it after Rise of Skywalker? You've just
I think it's just destroyed my will to be excited. Yeah.
So before we get into what we thought were the best and worst of 2019, that's just my laptop going crazy.
It's excited by the sounds of it.
The laptop is excited.
Yeah.
More excited than both of us by the sounds of it. Before we get into what we thought were the best and worst of last year, I'm gonna hit you with some stats, box office stats, and we're gonna see how predictions went from last year. So I'll give you a clue, and then you have to guess what it is. We're gonna do this like a trivia.
Okay.
So there were 3 movies in the top 10 box office last year that were not made by Disney.
Disney, yeah.
What were they?
3 movies that weren't Disney. I know this. Jumanji?
No. Not in the top 10.
Too early.
So
too early.
This is, by the way, this is at the moment. So Jumanji and Star Wars are still running. Yeah. So potentially the top 10 could get shaken up a bit, but as at...
I know what one of them is.
As at the 5th of January. Yeah. This is as at the 5th of January. Yeah.
Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw is one of them, isn't it?
Yes. So that came in at number 10. It made 758 million worldwide.
Yeah. And there's 2 others.
Yes.
That aren't Disney. Stuff that... Can you give me a clue? Is Shazam one of them?
No.
No. Can you give me a clue what properties they are? Like, what kind of properties? Are they sequels?
No.
No, they're original movies?
Okay, no. One of them is a sequel, one of them is an original.
One of them is a sequel?
Yeah, one of them is a sequel.
You seem very doubtful that it was a sequel.
No, it's definitely a sequel.
It's definitely a sequel?
Yeah, I shouldn't have been doubtful. It's definitely a sequel.
Okay, so it's 2.
Yeah.
Something 2. That is not Disney. No, I can't remember. Tell me that one.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's a trick question. It's half Disney. They provide half of the funds. Nah, it's a trick question. I don't like that. Tell me the studio of the other one.
Warner Brothers.
Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Joker made a lot of money. Made 1.06 billion.
Apparently it's more profitable than both Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah. Because it was made on a budget of 50 million.
Yeah.
It's the most profitable movie this year, I think. The rest of the movies are produced by Disney in some way. So, number 1, no surprises, Avengers Endgame. Actually, before I go through the list, I'll give you our predictions for 2019. So, this time last year, we gave our predictions of what the box office might look like. The top 5, we each had slightly different numbers, but let's see how close we were. So, my list was Avengers Endgame number 1, Lion King number 2, Star Wars at number 3. That's not looking too good at the moment. Frozen 2 at 4 and Toy Story 4 at 5. And Taran, so he
got all of them right except one.
So he was a little bit more adventurous with his top 5. So he had Lion King at number 1, Endgame at number 2, Star Wars at 3, Toy Story 4 at 4, and Aladdin at 5. So,
and I stand by, if Lion King was a better movie, it would have made more money than Endgame, but it was shit. So, and it still made way too much money. It made more money than it deserved. So,
Endgame was number 1, so I got that right.
Yes.
Lion King was number 2.
But Endgame was in my top 5, so technically I'm going to give it to myself.
Let's just count it as how many we get right in the top 5.
So I'm 1 from 1.
So we're both 1 from 1.
Yeah.
Lion King was number 2. We both had
2
that.
from 2.
So that's fine. Frozen 2. You didn't have that. I had that.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 out of 3 so far. You've got 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Yeah.
Spider-Man Far From Home. Neither of us had that. No. And Captain Marvel.
No. Neither
of us had that. So I got 3. You got 2.
Okay. But according to the American box office numbers,
that doesn't count.
It does count. Because that's what I was thinking of when I made the list. I was like, I'm going to do it on the American box office.
But why would you do that?
I don't know. I just think like that. I just want to do the American box office. So according to the American box office numbers, I got 4 of them right. The only one I did get right was Frozen 2.
But why would you think of American box office when we live in Australia?
I don't know. I just think of the American box office.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
What about the Australian box office?
The Australian box office. What's the number one movie? It's Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's see how many we got in the Australian box office. So in Australia, the top movie of 2019 was Avengers Endgame. It made 84 million. Number 2 was Lion King. Made 64 million. Number 3, what do you think it was?
Is it a weird one?
No.
Frozen.
No. Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
41 million.
Yeah.
Number 4 was Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
And number 5 was Joker. How many did we get in that? We only got
2.
I got 3.
Yeah, 3.
We both had Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 3. Spider-Man Far From Home was number 6, just behind Joker.
Surprising, but not overly surprising. I should have guessed that because after Avengers came out, Iron Man 3 made a shitload of money that probably did deserve to make. So after Endgame came out, the same thing happened to Far From Home. Yeah.
But Far From Home was good.
It was good.
It was good. I think the biggest surprise was Captain Marvel. I didn't expect it to make that much money.
And arguably, people think it didn't deserve that money, but I'm ambivalent about it.
We don't just talk about the best. I guess we'll talk about the worst. What were the biggest failures of 2019?
Of 2019?
Top 4.
This Playmobil movie is the biggest.
Yes, I think it's one of the worst, but we're talking, I think this is with a budget of over 100 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the Playmobil is the worst movie then. From what I hear, I haven't seen it. The worst, X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, so I've got 4. They're not in any order, but Hellboy, Dark Phoenix, Terminator Dark Fate, and Gemini Man.
Yeah.
Apparently those were the least profitable.
But Playmobil is the biggest box office bomb of
Yes.
2019.
I think it is, yes. Yeah. I didn't even know that movie existed. Is that like Lego?
It's like Lego, but not Lego. It's an animated movie.
Last stat to finish up. Actually, last year for this episode, I had a lot more stats. Like I could get some more numbers out of Box Office Mojo, but they changed their format this year, so it doesn't let you get as much info out of it.
There.
But I've got one last stat for you. Out of the worldwide box office, as a percentage, how much was from Disney?
80%.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Which is an insane amount, because I think last year...
It was 20.
I think it was even less. I think it was like 15 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Disney had a really, really good year. And out of the top 5, if you count Spider-Man Far From Home as Disney as well, they have all of them.
Yeah. They have half that money.
Yeah.
Or a quarter. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's only 5%.
No, I thought it was more than that.
And they get all the merchandising.
Oh, okay.
Under the old
old one.
Yeah, the new one's 25%.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, the top 10, I'll just round out the top 10. So it's Avengers Endgame with 2.8 billion. Highest grossing movie of the year and highest grossing movie of all time. Lion King at 1.7 billion. Frozen at 1.2 billion and still going. Spider-Man Far From Home 1.1 billion. Captain Marvel was 1.1 billion. Toy Story 4 was 1.1 billion. Joker was 1.1 billion. This is all rounded, of course. Aladdin was 1.05 billion.
It would be funny if they all got the exact same amount.
So this was the first year that we had 8 movies gross over $1 billion.
People are going to the movies.
Yeah, and Star Wars is not far behind. So Star Wars might get there. So it's currently on 851 million. Could just get to that billion. So we'll have the top 9 getting over $1 billion. Round out the top 10, we've got Hobbs and Shaw, which will not make $1 billion because it's already out of cinemas. 758 million. Okay, that's box office wise, but what are our thoughts on 2019 as a whole? So I've got my best and worst of
Which one are we doing first?
We'll do the best first.
Best first.
Best first, worst second, and then we've got some awards as well.
Best first. So I've got Knives Out at the bottom because I like a murder mystery movie and Knives Out was very good. Long Shot, which is a good comedy movie. Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron. Shazam, which was best DC property this year, in my opinion.
Yep.
And one of the best ever. I got Far From Home, which I really liked. It was a really good sequel to the original Spider-Man. And obviously Avengers Endgame to finish off. And
honorable mentions. I
got Joker, which was good. It was a really good movie, except it's not a comic book movie. That's why I didn't make it onto this, because I just feel like it's just another movie tacked on to Joker. And Fighting With My Family, which was good. Florence Pugh.
My best of is pretty similar. So at number 5, I had Dr. Sleep, which is a movie that not many people watched. A really good horror movie. It was long. It was about 2.5 hours long, but it was never really boring. And all the performances were really good. So Ewan McGregor was quite good, and all the supporting cast were quite good as well. Number 4, I had Knives Out. I really enjoyed Knives Out as well. I thought Ryan Johnson's Whodunit was very interesting and kept my attention all the way through.
It grew on me.
Yeah. Twists and turns all the way throughout. And obviously the political undertones in the movie, not that I'm always into that stuff, but it was good. I had Joker in my top 5, so Joker was my number 3. I really liked Joaquin Phoenix's performance. He was obviously great in the movie.
Yeah, it was good.
It was dark and gritty, a little bit depressing, but otherwise...
I just realised that I don't like dark and gritty movies. Like, Joker was good, but I just, in general, don't like dark and gritty.
Yeah, it is a bit depressing, but it's not something I'd revisit a lot, but still I had a good time with it, and it was probably one of the biggest surprises for me this year. Number 2, like you said, a bit of a forgotten film, probably the best DC movie that they made so far, Shazam. Really fun movie, also a Christmas movie.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the sequel. It should be really good.
Should be good. So are they doing Dark?
So they got Black Adam.
And
then 2 months later, they've got Shazam. I think they're going to film them back to back. And I think Black Adam's probably going to be in Shazam too.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Is the same director?
I don't know. He's a good director though.
He's good, yeah. He was good in this one. Yeah. Number 1, no surprises here, Avengers Endgame. Obviously a conclusion to a franchise that's been running for about 11 years now. And it's hard to sort of film a conclusion for such a beloved franchise, but the Russo brothers did really well. So
they did it. Yeah. That's me being excited for the Russo brothers.
So I guess as a Marvel fan and a comic book fan, I was always going to put this as my number 1 for the year. A few honorable mentions.
Did you not have Far From Home?
No.
Is that an honorable mention for you?
No.
Ah, fuck. Did you not like it?
No, I liked it, but it's not as good as these.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good, but...
Mysterio is top notch.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions, Jojo Rabbit. Thought it was really, really good. And Aladdin, a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine, but...
Guilty pleasure, yeah.
Guy Ritchie was... And it's actually not really a Guy Ritchie movie, but...
No, Gentleman, that's a Guy Ritchie movie, yeah.
Jojo Rabbit was really good. I think they handled it really well. But we'll talk about that in another episode.
Yeah, good movie.
Worst of.
Yes.
Worst of 2019. I'll go first. So I've got a list of movies that I thought weren't particularly good or I didn't particularly enjoy, but I've got one definitive worst for the year. Start with the most recent one. Star Wars. What's it called again?
Rise of Skywalker. That's how bad it is. Can't even remember the name.
Rise of Skywalker. Didn't like it.
Terrible.
Yeah. Charlie's Angels.
Fuck, nah.
In the episode, I thought it was okay, but in hindsight, it really wasn't that good.
No, I agree. It's still okay. No, I don't agree with you currently. I agree with the past you that said it was okay. I think it's okay. It's not the worst. Personally, I would rewatch it.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't great. It was
okay.
Forgettable. Gemini Man, the epitome of forgettable movies.
Yeah.
It Chapter 2, I personally didn't really like It Chapter 2. I thought it was too long and just drawn out, and I just wasn't invested in it. Men in Black International, that was a close second to my worst. It was boring.
Haven't seen it, but it sounds shit.
And just not required.
Yeah.
Worst of the year for me was Dark Phoenix. That being said, I'd probably still watch it again because it was just funny in some parts.
Yes. So I got Rambo Last Blood as a honorable mention because it was so bad I didn't go to see it. Skywalker, it's in there because it's shit. Hellboy, no good. Gave me a headache, was shit. Dark Phoenix, shit. Gemini Man, shit. And Tall Girl.
Yes.
Streaming movie that I watched. no good.
But worst ever? Like worst of the year?
So now thinking about it, the one that I would never watch again, Hellboy. The one that makes me the most angry, Star Wars. The one that I would rewatch to make fun of, probably Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we should mention here that we obviously haven't seen every single movie that's come out this year.
No, we haven't seen Playmobil.
No, and we haven't seen Cats.
Oh, Cats. Yeah, Cats would probably definitely be on here. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think we'll watch it, even though it won in the poll that we put up on Twitter.
I don't think I hate myself. I'll watch it when it comes out on streaming. I'll watch it. I'll sit through the whole thing. Whatever streaming service it comes out on, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I just don't think we have the time to vote for Cats anymore because
other stuff is coming out.
We've just got better stuff to do.
Yeah. No, 100%. I promise. When it comes out on streaming, I'll watch it and I'll review it on the podcast.
All right, you can do that. All right.
I just don't want to go out and pay money, go to a theater and watch that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it'll be hard. It'll be a hard watch. From everyone that's seen it, I've heard it's a traumatic experience. Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the awards. Best animated movie of the year.
I haven't seen many. I think Toy Story 4.
So, what other ones were there? Lion King?
I haven't seen it.
Frozen 2?
Lion King's live action, technically.
No, technically it's animated. People think it's live action.
It's got one live action shot in it. I haven't seen Frozen 2.
But I think it is Toy Story 4.
Yeah. I saw Lego Movie 2 as well, but that's not that good.
I think it's Toy Story 4.
Yeah. And we watched Spies in Disguise.
Nah, it's not as good.
Yeah. I'm going to say Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
it wasn't a great showing by animated movies. Like Toy Story 4 is not.
It's okay, but it's not amazing.
It's not amazing.
Yeah. Best horror.
I hardly watched any horror this year. I watched It Chapter 2.
Yeah, It Chapter 2. I watched Annabelle Comes Home.
Didn't watch that.
Us.
I watched that, which was not good. I did not like it.
Okay.
That was close to being on the top 10 list, just because I don't understand that movie at all.
For me, anyway, it's...
probably Doctor Sleep for you, hey? Because it was on the top 5.
Doctor Sleep, yeah. I think
is there anything else?
Nah, Child's Play?
Haven't seen it. Nah, I guess it has to be in Chapter 2 then. Yeah. By default for me, it has to be in Chapter 2.
Okay. For me, it's Doctor Sleep. Good movie. Best comic book movie of the year. So we put a poll about this on Twitter. We got a lot of votes.
Joker's not a comic book movie,
so
first off.
Joker was second. So Joker got about 36% of the votes or something. Number 1 was Avengers Endgame. I couldn't put Shazam on there because Twitter restricts the number of poll options to 4. So Shazam wasn't on there. The other 2 options were Spider-Man Far From Home and Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was the lowest. Spider-Man Far From Home was third. For me, anyway, like we said earlier, it is Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. And Joker's not a comic book movie. So it's essentially it's not part of this list.
This is a bit of
It shouldn't have been on that list that you put up.
Maybe I should put Shazam in there.
Although people would have got pissed off.
I think Shazam's actually pretty close to being the best one.
Yeah. It's good. It's really good. I want to rewatch it now that we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next category is an interesting one. Best original or origin movie?
Original?
Yeah. Actually, no, we'll do it as a separate one. Best original movie.
Knives Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else that was better. Jojo Rabbit?
Close, but I think Knives Out's better.
Yeah.
I like a murder mystery.
Best origin movie. So we've got Captain Marvel, Shazam, and Joker.
Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to say Shazam as well. Best sequel.
Endgame.
Yeah. I think Far From Home is
Rise of Skywalker.
No. I think as a sequel, because Endgame's kind of like everything. It's not just a sequel. It's like, it is a sequel.
Yeah.
But it's...
Well, I'm answering your question.
It is a sequel, but it's like a sequel to multiple movies. Yeah. Whereas...
But
if you look at it just as
sequel.
A sequel, yeah. If you look at it just as a sequel to a standalone franchise, like a Spider-Man franchise, I think Far From Home is a good sequel.
Yeah. So, are you saying Avengers Endgame doesn't count?
It does, but if we take it out,
then it's
probably for me it's Far From Home. Other contenders are like
Jumanji was a good sequel.
Frozen 2
was a terrible sequel, apparently.
Some people like it.
Yeah.
What other sequels were there this year?
Lego Movie 2 was...
Terminator Dark Fate.
That was about it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably go... Well,
Jumanji was really good sequel,
was good.
actually.
Yeah, Jumanji was good.
That's up there.
What other category is there that you want to talk about?
Movies they should stop making.
Movies that they should stop making.
Disney live-action remakes.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Okay. What about the most surprising movie of the year in a good way?
In a good way. Most surprising in a good way.
For me, it's Joker. I think Joker, because I wasn't expecting it to be good necessarily, but it was really good. So probably Joker.
Yeah. I would go Joker or Knives Out.
So you weren't expecting Knives Out to be good?
I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most disappointing movie of the year?
Oh, 100%. Everyone already knows this. It's bloody Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Most overachieving movie of the year?
Joker. In terms of box office?
In terms of box office.
Yeah, Joker, 100%. Or Lion King. Either one
I think
of those
Lion
two.
King.
Yeah. Well, Lion King has no right to make as much money as it did because it was shit. Joker, it's a good movie, but it's not that good.
Yeah.
It's not that good. Like, the amount of money it made, that's crazy. Yeah.
No, I think Lion King. Definitely.
Lion King, like, the disparity is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, between how good it is and how much money it made.
Money it made, yeah.
Joker, the disparity isn't as big,
yeah.
but there still is a disparity, I think.
Okay.
Shows how much word of mouth does for Joker.
For Joker, yeah.
Yeah.
And how much word of mouth didn't do for Lion King.
Well, nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, nostalgia.
All right. Anything else you want to say about 2019 before we move on to 2020?
Not particularly.
Yeah. Overall,
it wasn't a great year, I don't think.
Well,
look, I was looking forward to a lot.
I think there was a lot to look forward to in 2019, even more than 2020. But I think
fell short so often.
A lot of movies disappointed.
Yeah.
Not that I was expecting great things from like Men in Black or anything, but
even like
bad.
Even like Captain Marvel, I probably expected a bit more from it than it delivered.
Well, Captain Marvel was interesting. Story, like movie wise, I expected more.
Yeah.
I expected more. It was good, but I expected more.
Yeah.
Box office wise, I expected less, but it made
more. Yeah.
Made more. So
yeah. No, I expected more from the movie. Yeah. But I would say it's not my favorite year of movies. My favorite year of movies, 1996.
What came out that year?
Look it up.
You were 2 years old then.
Great year.
All right, 2020. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to do our most anticipated first? And then I'll just talk through some other movies that are coming out in the year, and then we can do our predictions as well.
Yeah.
So you can start with your most anticipated.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got this movie was on my anticipated list for last year, but it didn't come out last year. It's coming out this year.
All right.
The King's Man.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Matthew
I think it's
Vaughn.
coming out in September. Yeah.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. Tenet. I was really looking forward to it when they announced the cast because I like John David Washington.
I think so.
John David Washington. Yeah. Denzel's son, whoever he is.
What do you call him? Small Boy Washington.
Yeah, Small Boy Washington. Yeah. Did I say that in a previous episode?
No, you didn't, but yeah.
Yeah.
You said it to me once.
Yeah, Big Boy Washington's Denzel, and then he's small. He's really good in
Black Klansman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's also got Robert Pattinson, who's pretty good in most things.
Yeah. And it's got the usual Michael Caine and Kenneth Branagh.
It's got his usual suspects. It's got Elizabeth Debicki, who I like as well. The cast is amazing. The trailer was fucking weird. Like, I don't know how I feel after that trailer. I'm still looking forward to it, but that trailer didn't really sell me on it, to be honest. Yeah. It was fucking weird. I'm cheating a little bit. I've got WandaVision in here. It's not technically a movie. It's a TV show.
Yes.
But
we should talk about TV shows, but we'll get to that afterwards. Yeah.
It's not a movie, it's a TV show, but I'm anticipating it.
Yep.
I think it'll be good. Might be my most anticipated Marvel thing coming out this year.
Which is?
The WandaVision.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Might be my most anticipated.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I've also got Eternals, which I think will be the best Marvel movie this year. And I'm looking forward to it. And then I've got Dune, which has basically every actor that is doing acting at the moment.
Who does it have?
Oh, it's got like Jason Momoa. It's got Timothée Chalamet. Wait, let me get up the cast list because it's freaking amazing. Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, Jason Momoa, Oscar Isaac, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem, and then some other people.
Looks good.
Huge
good.
cast.
And it's the same director as Blade Runner.
Yeah, look, I've only seen Arrival from him, but everyone fucking loves his movies. Denis Villeneuve. Yeah, he's, everyone fucking loves everything he's done. Everyone loves it.
And apparently, so this is based on a book, right? And
yeah.
A lot of people really like the book.
Yeah.
So
I think it's going to be good. I haven't seen Blade Runner 2049.
2049.
Yeah. But I've seen Arrival, and that was pretty good.
Okay.
He's a bit artsy.
Yes.
But he's visually amazing.
Yes.
So,
yeah. And this is coming out next December.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be pretty good, albeit artsy, but it's probably going to make jack all money, as all these movies do.
Well, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. It's coming out in December.
2049's arguably his best movie, and that made
no money.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's 5.
That's 5. So your most anticipated is June.
No particular order.
Okay. But if you had to pick one, if you could only watch one movie this year.
One movie?
Yeah.
Eternals?
Okay.
Yeah. June's close, but I don't know. It'll be pretty artsy.
Yeah. My most anticipated, it's going to be a bit different to yours.
Is there any similar ones? You've got Tenet, don't you?
Got 2, 3.
Probably Eternals. Yeah.
Yeah. 3 pretty similar to yours. One that you didn't have, Pixar's Soul.
I'm not looking forward to that at all.
Why not?
I looked at the trailer and I'm like, this doesn't look great. It's like Inside Out,
Inside Out's one of my favorite movies.
But it's just like recycled Inside Out, basically. Yeah.
But Pixar always comes up with a new concept every now and then, and this looks pretty innovative.
I'm looking more. I think Onward will be better than that. Yeah,
Onward looks good too. But I had Soul in my top 5. Number 4, I had Last Night in Soho, which is directed by Edgar Wright.
Well, you haven't even seen any Edgar Wright movies.
I just have a feeling this will be good because it's a horror movie and his style is very different. So I think he'll bring something different to the genre.
He's good. I really like his movies.
It's coming out in September. I think Soul's coming out in June. 3, I had June. So I'm looking forward to June as well. And 2, I had Eternals. My most anticipated movie of 2020 is Tenet.
Yeah.
So,
what did you feel about the trailer? Did you feel like it was a shit trailer?
But I think the whole purpose of his trailers are to be like
misleading or not give you anything.
Yeah, like you're not meant to get anything out of them.
Yeah,
like the Inception trailer, you got nothing out of either. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to. I'm a really big fan of Christopher Nolan.
I haven't seen Dunkirk.
You haven't seen Dunkirk?
I haven't seen Dunkirk.
It's good.
And I have no I don't want to watch it either. I got a bit over Chris Nolan when everyone started to jump on him. I don't know why, but I get a serious hatred for anything that is liked by too many people. It's just something that happens. So whenever I kept jumping on Chris Nolan, I'm like, nah, fuck Chris Nolan. So I didn't watch Dunkirk, but I do like Inception's like one of my favorite movies.
Yes. Yeah. We're not doing this, but my favorite movie of the last decade is Inception.
So I think it'll be good. It looks Inception-like, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are my top 5. So Tenet, I'm really, really looking forward to. Definitely be watching that first day. In terms of other movies that are coming out, I'll quickly go through.
All right. You name it and I'll say if it's going to be shit or good.
All right. So I've just kind of highlighted some of the movies that are coming out. We'll go month by month. January, there's not much. There's Dolittle.
Shit.
Bad Boys.
Shit.
Bad Boys for Life. Okay. Apart from that, there's not much that I could see in January. February, there's Birds of Prey.
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Shit.
And Invisible Man. I've returned to the dark universe.
I've seen the trailer for that. It's, not going to be good. It looks generic.
Is it still dark universe?
Nah, this is Blumhouse.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
March, we've got Onward. Pixar's Onward.
Okay.
We've got Vin Diesel's Bloodshot.
I think that will be like a guilty pleasure good. Like a Vin Diesel guilty pleasure good.
All right.
Yeah.
We've got Quiet Place Part 2.
Looks okay.
Arguably the biggest release so far this year, Mulan.
Shit.
It's also in March. All right. We're gonna see if this actually happens as well. April. So we've got a couple of interesting releases. Apparently this movie's going to come out. New Mutants.
Look, if you asked me 2 months ago, I would have said shit. But then they recently said that the director's really gotten on board with it and they gave him full reign to do whatever he wants. So I'm going to say it's going to be okay.
So are they reshooting the whole movie?
No, but he's got enough footage to cut it. He's doing his own cut
okay.
of the movie.
All right.
They made him do a lot of changes. Fox did.
Okay.
But then
Disney
will
do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say it's going to be okay. It's not going to be great. Not going to be shit. It's going to be okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway.
Shit.
No Time to Die?
Shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've hated every James Bond movie since Skyfall.
Trolls World Tour.
Shit.
I don't know why that's in my list. In May, we've got Black Widow.
It'll be okay.
What else do we have in May? That's usually a big month. We got the Scooby-Doo movie.
Shit.
Fast and Furious 9.
Shit. But guilty pleasure. Shit.
June, Wonder Woman 1984.
Good.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Pixar Soul.
Shit. I think it'll be shit. Well, Pixar movies are usually it'll be okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick.
Shit.
There's a lot of bad movies this year. Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Shit.
Free Guy. Is that the movie with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah. I was going to put that in my anticipate, actually. I'm hopeful that it'll be good.
Okay.
It's directed by Sean Levy. That's some Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Talking of Stranger Things, Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Okay.
Tenet is in July.
Good, hopefully.
Jungle Cruise.
Okay. Big generic rock movie.
We've got Morbius.
Shit. And I'm doubtful it'll come out at that time.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen anything for it.
Yeah.
August looks pretty quiet. September, we've got Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It.
Look, that title. I was probably hopeful until that title. I'm going to say it's going to be shit.
It's funny because The Conjuring, it's kind of like the franchise that revitalized horror movies.
And now it's dying.
But now it's it's kind of, we'll see what happens with this one.
I'm going to say shit.
All right. The Kingsman.
Good, hopefully.
And Last Night in Soho. That's
good, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be good. October, Venom 2.
I'm going to say good. Andy Serkis.
Yeah, and apparently Spider-Man.
Spider-Man might be in it. So I'm going to optimistically say it's going to be good.
The week after that, we got Death on the Nile. Sequel to Murder on the Orient Express.
Look, Murder on the Orient Express is not a good movie. And I know Agatha Christie's a real famous writer, but it's probably not aged that well. Well, at least the Murder on the Orient Express hasn't aged well, I feel.
I thought it was okay, but not great.
Maybe the Death on the Nile is better. I'm going to say it's going to be okay.
The week after that, we got Snake Eyes.
Shit.
Sequel to G.I. Joe. So for all those G.I. Joe fans out there, let's see what happens. Same day, we've got Halloween Kills, sequel to Halloween.
Shit.
Yeah, the one that came out 2 years ago.
It was pretty good, wasn't it?
It was okay.
Yeah.
In hindsight, it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
It was just a bit of the same Halloween stuff.
I'm going to say this one's going to be shit.
We've got a lot of bad movies this year. If all your predictions go to plan. November, Eternals.
Good.
Godzilla vs. Kong.
I'm going to say good.
All right. Okay.
It's what we've been waiting for, so.
Hopefully it's good. December, there's not much going on. There's June.
Good, hopefully.
There's West Side Story.
Fuck, that'll be shit.
There's a Tom and Jerry movie, which I didn't know about.
Shit.
There's a movie called The Last Duel, which is apparently written by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, starring both of them.
Yes. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, it could be okay. Who's directing that again? It's someone famous.
It's
someone they know.
Ridley Scott.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good-ish. If it's like The Martian was really good. So, yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
But that's the main movies that I saw coming out this year.
Looks like it's going to be a shit year.
We'll do our box office predictions. I was 3 out of 5. You were,
and I was 4 out of 5.
You were 2 out of 5, but okay.
According to the American box office.
So what is your top 5?
Okay, no particular order.
No, it's order.
It has to be order.
You have to say it in order.
Mulan, 5. Tenet. Yeah, Tenet, 4.
4, yeah.
Yeah. Eternals.
At 3, okay.
3. Black Widow.
At 2.
And Wonder Woman.
At 1.
You didn't even say Wonder Woman.
No, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, you said it will be good.
Okay. Yeah. Wonder Woman 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very different to my one. All right.
Yeah. Well, Captain Marvel made a lot of movie, and I'm not going to say it's only because it was a female heroine, but it seems to be.
And everyone loves Wonder Woman, so it will make money.
Yeah.
But it's at number 5 for me. So Wonder Woman 1984 is at 5. Number 4 is Minions Rise of Gru.
Fuck off. That's going to make jack all, mate.
No, it's going to kill it because China loves Despicable Me and Minions.
How much did Minions make?
It made like more than it should have. It made almost $1 billion, I think. I'll look it up actually. It made a lot of money. 1.2 billion.
Fuck off.
On a budget of 74 million. So,
I'm going to hate everything if that's in the top 5.
So that's my number 4. Number 3, I got Black Widow. I think it'll do pretty well. One of the first movies after Avengers Endgame, so I think it'll do all right. Number 2, I'm surprised you didn't have this in your list. Fast and Furious 9.
Oh, fuck. I probably should have. Nah. It's over. It's over. That franchise is done.
Fast and Furious 9 is my number 2. Number 1.
You reckon 2? That's really high up.
No, it did really well. The previous one did really well as well.
Yeah.
Because it does well overseas. So it gets a lot of overseas money. Number 1, I just got a feeling this is going to do it.
Eternals.
Mulan.
Oh, fuck off. I reluctantly put Mulan in my top 5. I'm like, I don't want this movie to do well, but it's going to do well.
I think it's going to, because Beauty and the Beast was the highest grossing movie of that year until Last Jedi came out. And I think this year is going to be similar. I think Mulan, because it will play well in China as well, I think it'll do really well.
I hate that. I really do.
So
I hope it bombs. I hope even if it destroys my list, I hope Mulan doesn't do well.
So that's my list. So I've got Wonder Woman at 5, Minions at 4, Black Widow at 3, Fast 9 at 2, and Mulan at 1. What was yours? Tenet. So Tenet, it's my most anticipated movie, but I don't think it's going to make that much money. I don't think
I had it low down on my list.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be like $1 billion.
I think it'll make $1 billion.
No.
Chris Nolan movies make $1 billion.
Inception didn't make $1 billion.
Yeah, but his newer movies all make $1 billion.
Dunkirk did make $1 billion.
I think it did, didn't it? No, fuck off. This one's making $1 billion. This one's going to do it. Mulan 5, Tenet 4, Eternals 3, Black Widow 2. Did you have Wonder Woman in yours?
At number 5.
Okay, Wonder Woman 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see if that happens. All right. I thought before we round up the episode, we'll quickly talk about TV shows. Very quickly. So 2019, what was your favorite TV show?
Stranger Things.
Yeah. Same with me. Probably number 2 is Mandalorian. What was your least favorite TV show? I think I know which one. Yeah, I didn't watch it. But, I don't watch a lot of TV shows, so I probably can't give you a worst. But the best was Stranger Things. Anything else we have to say, TV shows-wise? What's your most anticipated TV show for 2020?
I already said it.
WandaVision?
Yeah.
Mine is...
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Nah, mine's WandaVision. I think I'm looking forward to WandaVision more.
Same. Yeah.
Stranger Things 4 we're getting this year?
Don't think so.
What else is coming out TV shows-wise this year?
TV shows-wise...
I've watched a bit of Witcher. It's okay.
Witcher not till next year, I don't think.
Yeah.
Mandalorian Season 2.
Yeah, Mandalorian Season 2. Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah.
The reboot season.
The reboot.
Yeah, apart from that, there's not much. Yeah, probably most anticipating WandaVision and then Falcon Winter Soldier.
Same. WandaVision and then Falcon Winter Soldier. Yeah. I'm anticipating them more than the movies. The Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the shows more.
I think that's the episode. Do we have anything else we want to say?
Don't think so.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be a shit year though.
According to your predictions, yes. It's not a year... I think I was more excited for 2019 than 2020.
Yeah, same.
There's not as much.
This is like the 2017 of movies. There's not much.
Yeah, well, 2017 had...
Star Wars.
Yeah, Last Jedi. It had Justice League.
Oh, yeah.
And Thor Ragnarok. And it had some movies I was looking forward to. Yeah. This year, I'm not as excited for most of the...
Yeah, even the Marvel ones, I'm like not super excited for. Look, and even Tenet, I'm excited for it, but I'm not like... Yeah. I'm not dying to see any of these movies.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention My Spy.
My Spy, yeah. Shit.
Okay. I think that's all I had. So if people want to get in touch with us, how do they go about it?
So we've got our Twitter, which we which we said we're going to put up a Who Am I on all of these once a week.
Yes.
Yes. Twitter at C Recalibration, and Facebook and Instagram at Cognitive Recalibration, and email at cognitiverecalibrationpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, and if you do like the show, please do let your friends know about it. And if you have time, do give us a review on Spotify or iTunes, because it makes us more discoverable on search engines. But yeah, that's it. We've got next episode. I think we'll talk about some movies that we watched in 2019 that we haven't had a chance to review yet. So we watched Jumanji. We'll talk about that. We watched Spies in Disguise. Watched The Gentleman quite a long time ago, actually.
Gentleman was actually pretty good, but I think that's this year.
Technically, because I think technically is 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes out.
We watched it ages ago.
We watched it a long time ago, so we'll talk about that. What else did we watch?
Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit, yeah. We've got a bunch of movies that we'll talk about. So next episode will be like 4 or 5 movies that we talk about. Apart from that, that's all we had for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for listening. Until the next one, see you later.
See you later.